SP Sir's having a quick chat with all the bikers. Tyre and Zubin getting some last minute instructions from SP Sir at the moment. I'm not going to intrude on that little conversation. I'll let that happen. Of course, we're waiting for the man who's going to start off on pole position, Anish Damodar Shetty, to come around the track and see how it's going to go. SP Sir, it's been a good season. We'll just get a quick comment from you. Good start to the season and great to see the amateurs put in some hard yards.
Yeah, this year the standard of amateur riding has gone up tremendously. Like when we had qualifying, the top 11 were within 1.5 to 2 seconds of each other. So that's why we're not getting them lapped and all. The last year we had a problem where the fast pros were lapping the slow amateurs. So this year we don't have that issue because the amateurs' standard of riding has gone up quite a bit.
From street to track, just tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, Royal Enfield and we traveled to 8 cities this year. And we took boys who were absolutely raw, who'd never raced, never ridden on a racetrack, and we brought them to this standard.
It's absolutely fantastic that you're unearthing racing talent from across the length and breadth of the country and getting these young bikers to race.
East, from Assam all the way to Gujarat in the west and Maharashtra and Chennai, Bangalore, everywhere. So we travelled 8 cities this year.
And of course, and you got bikers from Pondicherry as well. So you're saying, all right, there is no area of this country that's been left untouched.
Yeah, we want to promote travel from talent from all over the country, and it's not that we want to single out anybody. So that's what we are looking at.
And anything special that you'd like to highlight for this particular season as far as the Continental GT Cup is concerned?
Well, we're doing it for last 4 years. It's the 5th year, and the bikes are performing really well. Touch wood, we've had 100% reliability records, so I would like that to continue, and the lap times will become better and better.
Thank you so much for speaking with us.
Thank you.
I've just heard from SP Sir about what to expect coming into this season. Okay, we've got Kai and Zubin. He finished second yesterday, looking to give stiff competition to Anish.
Yeah, surely, because yesterday was a little bit of a bummer where the gap increased because of due to lack of traction on the track post 6 laps. But it's okay. Today is a different day. The temperatures are also different. It's very cloudy, so temperatures going up will be difficult for the tires also. So we're going to hold grip till the last lap. So we're going to be stuck with each other till the last lap now.
That's what we're hoping for, because that gives you great close racing action. Let's talk to the man who starts off on pole, Anish Damodar Shetty. He's just going through his warm-ups here. I'm not going to get that mic too close to him. Anish, all set?
Yes, we're all set for the second race of the weekend, and the outlap was a little overcast, but now the sun is up, so it's a good sign. Let's go and give it my best.
You know, just one quick little piece, you know, the fact that he has a very strenuous fitness routine. He loves to go through his fitness piece. How important is it when you're riding a bike like this that weighs almost 180 kgs plus?
I think in a race, your first lap and last lap has to be the same. You can machine better.
Those are key words. Remember the fact that it's not just about your racing ability, but the fitness that you've got to keep to be able to ride these mean machines that we have here. Ashish, of course, starts off on P3. He's in the front row. Finished third yesterday. Ashish, you got a couple of bikers ahead of you that you'd like to overtake.
100%. Top step is the target today for sure.
Go well today.
Thanks.
That's the key here. I know there's very little time left because you've got under 3 minutes before this race gets underway. Those lovely ladies are coming out with that 3 minutes board. It's a 10-lap race, remember. 2.3 kilometers across this Curry Motor Speedway. So effectively, these bikers are going to be doing 23 kilometers across this racetrack from start to finish. We'll find out soon enough who's going to win it. It's over to Karthik here in the commentary box.
Thank you, Roman. Good morning and a very warm welcome to Day 2 of the 28th JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship. Round 1 underway at the Curry Motor Speedway in Coimbatore. We'll start off with the Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup 2025 presented by JK Tyres. We will have 24 competitors on the track, and it is yesterday's race winner Anish Shetty who starts at pole position P1, followed by Kai and Zubin Patel at P2. Then you have Ashish Patel at P3, Pradeep C at P4, Varun Patil at P5, Vivek Pillai at P6, and D. Anish Samson at P7. Then we have one of the amateurs in Brian Nicholas starting at P8, then followed by another amateur in Joring Varisa, the lad who comes from Umrangso in Assam, starting at P9. Amal VP at P10, Sasadri at P11, Saran Kumar starting at P12. He completed the podium in the amateur category yesterday. Then you got Kabya Boro, who also comes from Assam, from Guwahati at P13. Kabir Sahoj at P14, Swapnil Dixit at P15, Rushabh Gala at P16, Brendan D'Souza starting at P17, Saurav Day at P18, Shamlal Das P19, defending champion who tumbled out yesterday mid-race, Navneet Kumar starting way back at P20, and have Raj Kumar P21. And remember, Raj Kumar was also involved in an incident along with Sudhir Sudhakar, and Sudhir starts at P22. Somkani at P23 and Karanura starting way back at P24. So 24 bikers, 12 amateurs, 12 professionals on the grid together, rubbing shoulders with each other. Very impressed with Brian Nicholas and Joring Varisa yesterday, the way they raced amongst the pros. And now off we go for the formation lap. One lap, that is the formation lap, getting the tires warmed up, ready before we get on to serious racing action here. 2.3 kilometers, the length of the track here at the Carey Motor Speedway. 10 laps of Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup coming your way in just a few moments. From Barpeta, Umrangso, Guwahati, Bangalore, Thane, Coimbatore, Vadodara, Pondicherry, Udaipur. Like Raman said earlier, not one area of the country uncovered by RE, and well, that shows you the growing popularity of motorsports, of bike racing in the country, and that is only good news for us now and also for the future. Remember yesterday Anish Sethi took pole position. He was followed by Kayan Zubin Patel and Ashish Patel in the pro category, while in the amateurs it was Brian Nicholas from Pondicherry who took the checker flag, closely followed by Joring Varisa, who came in second. Was a tad bit disappointed to finish second. I think he'll be looking to get one better today. And then he had Saran Kumar finishing third, taking the final position on the podium in the amateurs category. There you can see we have the bikers going through the formation lap. Ashish Patel in bike number 4 there momentarily was there. And now once again, just a gentle and a quick reminder that bikes with numbers in black are the professionals, and bikers with numbers written in red in front of their bikes are the amateurs. They will all be on the same starting grid, as you can see now from the front view. Some are in red and some are in black, and that's the differentiator for the naked eye, that which ones are the pros and which ones are the amateurs. So the formation lap is almost done, and now we will be getting race action very, very soon. Brilliant weather here in Coimbatore once again. The rain gods have been kind this weekend so far, and we hope that it remains the same. Joining me now in the commentary box once again, Raman Banot. Raman, good morning. Very warm welcome. Excited for the day?
Absolutely, Karthikeya. Thank you very much. We're all set. Great to see the pros and the amateurs line up together on a track, isn't it? And the fact that some of the amateurs are giving the pros a run for their money in terms of the timings that they've been clocking, that's a good sign indeed. All eyes on the lights. And here they go.
It's a brilliant start for Anish Sethi. He started at pole 1 very quickly off the blocks, and so is Kayan Zubin Patel, bike number 3. You can see on the inside, Anish is very clearly taking the lead, followed by Kayan, and then he's got Ashish Patel right on his heels. And bike number 6 there of Pradeep Singh, the lad from Bangalore, is also there in the top 4. Remember, Pradeep couldn't make it to the podium. He'd been looking to get on there today, and I think it's business as usual for Anish Sethi, starting at P1. Won the race yesterday, and very quickly he's off the blocks, and he's along with Kayan Zubin, slightly peeled away from the rest of the gap, the rest of the group, very quickly, even before the end of the first lap. So we'll keep a keen eye on that contest between Anish and Kayan for the top honours in the pro category. And in the meantime, we'll also try and keep up to speed with the amateurs who are involved here. So that's race 1 of the day, third race of the weekend. We have 4 races lined up. Another one in this category coming later in the day, as you see now there. That was Navneet, bike number 1, going slightly wide, trying to make up a few positions. He starts at P20, does Navneet Kumar, the defending champion. And he's got his tasker out there. You can see he's very quickly moved into the top 10.
Well, there was a problem yesterday. Remember, Navneet, he'd crashed his bike on one of the corners, just lost the center of gravity as he came into a corner and braked too hard, losing momentum, and then went down. There was another incident, I think, involving Sudhir Sudhakar and Rajkumar. So there was an issue with those two pro riders as well. But what's interesting to see is how things are going to pan out here, because Anish is going to get a stiff challenge today. No doubts about it from Kayan Zubin. He's going to try and push hard, and that's what we're seeing at the moment early on in the race.
So that's the two that have peeled away very, very quickly, Anish and Kayan. And as Raman said, this battle probably will go on till the very last lap. Two of the front runners, the leaders, Anish and Kayan there, followed by bike number 4, that's Ashish Patel.
And then, of course, you've got Pradeep and Anish Sampson. They're all the pros in the lineup. In the amateurs, what's heartening to see, of course, right now we're following what's happening with the race leader. But now as they come down the straight, we just caught a glimpse of a couple of other bikers. And I'm really looking out for Joring Warsia. He and Brian Nicholas, the two amateurs, are going to be trading places, I'm sure of that, because they were pretty close yesterday as well during the race action. And Joring was pretty disappointed at having finished second. He said he'd like to do better in the amateur category, and he is at the moment.
Well, he's got one better right now, but all that matters is when the checkered flag is waved, where are you in that standing? But I think it's great to have Joring Varisa along with Brian Nichols going tyre to tyre, toe to toe for this title. And there you see Navneet making his move. He's already moved up into the top 5 as Navneet started from P20. He certainly will be looking to get it onto that podium position.
Well, the best time that we've seen so far in the race has been 1 minute 18.352 in the second lap. And I get a feeling here that as the race progresses, probably lap 4, 5 or 6, the laps when you're going to get the best race times in this race for sure. Because as you said rightly, Karthike, the sun wasn't beating down on the racetrack this morning. It's been a healthy cloud cover. Oh, problems here. One of the bikers seems to have gone, and that I think is Amal VP, one of the pros, who's just walking off. 28 degrees the temperature here in Coimbatore, but healthy cloud cover. But problems here for Amal. His bike is being towed off, helped off the track. He's walked off already, probably crashing, and it's not easy. Remember, these bikes weigh over 180 EGs, so it's not easy to get the bike up and running once you crash it.
You've crashed and then you have to pick up your own bike. I don't think that's very kind.
If you have to rejoin the
Correct.
race, then you have to get up, pick up your own bike and get started. If you can do that, you rejoin the race. If you cannot, then you get somebody to help you out, but then you're done.
Exactly. I think that he's done for the day. In fact, for this race is Amal VP. There's that intense battle going on right at the top between Anish and Kayan. Those two going toe to toe. At the moment, it's Anish who's just marginally ahead of Kayan Zubin Patel. And that was the case yesterday as well, although there was a bigger gap between the end of the race. There you're coming through that final corner of this lap onto that straight. There is Anish Shetty, who is continuing to lead this race, very, very closely followed by Kayan Zubin Patel. And there in the background, you can see Ashish Patel coming in third, and hot on his heels is none other than Navneet, because Navneet, remember, he's moved up to third already. He's moved ahead of Pradeep C, who's dropped down to 5th. Vivek Pilla is down to 6th, and Anish Sampson is in 7th. And we were talking about Joring Varisa and Brian Nicholas. There is Nicholas who's moved ahead now of Joring Varisa. So he's leading in the amateur category. Is Brian Nicholas. Brian, remember, started at P8 while Joring was just one behind. He was in P9. There you see, having a quick peek behind is Anish. And just to make sure how far is Kai and Zubin Patel, trying to be as aware as possible of any move that he would want to make. And now Kai and tried to take the inside line, but their door was slammed shut very quickly by Anish.
Well, quickly updating you on what's happening in the mid-pack as well. Let's talk about that. Of course, at the moment, though, this is the battle that you see for the race lead within the pros. But in the mid-pack, what's transpiring there among the amateurs is interesting. Kabir Sahoj from Vadodara, he is running third as far as the amateur category is concerned. That's a great move and a good news for another young lad. Kabir Sahoj, we're talking about how we've got bikers across the length and breadth of the country who's taking part in this. So it's great to see a young biker from Vadodara saying, all right, I'm here to stake my claim as well.
Absolutely. While you have the battle of Pondicherry and Assam going on for the amateurs, the West is rising. The lad from Vadodara is making his moves there. And there you see the defending champion, Navneet Kumar. He's trying to close that gap between himself and the two front runners in Anish Shetty and Kai Zubin Patel. I think it's commendable from Navneet. Remember, I was starting from P20 and we're halfway through the race and he's already moved up to third.
Well, he's just telling you why he's a champion biker. He's telling you why. He's showing you why on the racetrack. That's the beauty of competition, because here it's all about your ability and how you can get the best out of this machine. Remember, these bikes are standardized across for each rider. So it's not as if you've got an advantage given on how your bike's got more thrust, more power as compared to the other. Here it's all your biking skill that's come into play. So really credit to Navneet. You can see bike number one just further back. There you see him. That's the man we're talking about, Navneet Kumar. He started off on 20th on the grid. He's currently into third and he's looking to close the gap down between himself and Kayan Zubin. And right behind him you see Ashish Patel, who started off on P3. There's Pradeep and there's Vivek Pillai. They're all bunched together, are these three bikers. As you can see, they're battling it out for 4th, 5th and 6th spot at the moment.
I think no one's giving another one an inch there. At the moment it is Ashish Patel who's leading, bike number 4 there. And now making his move, Pradeep C very quickly. Is in the 5th now. There's an intense battle between him and Vivek Pillai going on for the 5th and 6th. And now Vivek on the inside gets the 5th place. He's moved up ahead of C. Pradeep. C. Pradeep will not be very happy with that. He showed a little bit of an inch and a little bit of room for Vivek Pillai to make his move. And Vivek said, thank you very much. Don't mind if I do. And he's moved up to 5th now very quickly. There you see Association bike number 4. I think this battle is also going on till the very last lap between Pradeep and Ashish.
There's another thing that Anish Damodar Shetty was talking about right before the start of the race. Fitness levels. You don't want to be giving it everything right in the first 2 laps and then not have enough left in the tank in terms of fitness to ride out the remaining 8 laps as people look on. These bikes are not easy to handle and they do take a toll. So you've got to be supremely fit to be able to handle these bikes over a distance of 23 kilometers. Remember, it's 2.3 kilometers per lap and they're doing 10 laps here of the Kari Motor Speedway, and you're spending on an average about 15 minutes on the racetrack in intense racing, approximately maybe 12 to 15 minutes of intense racing. Handling these machines, it's not easy. It takes a toll on your fitness. So I think that's credit to these young bikers, how they've worked in the pre-season to prep for this big moment, the big stage, the big platform.
I think also what's important is it's not just about this race. They've got another one in a few moments later on, and that's, oh my word, that's a problem from Pradeep C, one of the pros. He's off the track at the moment. He's still looking to try and get on, but no, the reaction says he might not be able to rejoin the race. That's bike number 6, Pradeep C, the lad from Bangalore. An unfortunate end to the race for him, as you can see there. I think what's heartening here is the likes of Brian Nicholas and Joring Varisa doing better than a few professionals, likes of D, Ani Samson, Raj Kumar as well. The amateurs are ahead of the pros.
Absolutely. You just mentioned Rajkumar. He's on bike number 5. We got a glimpse of him a little while ago. There you see him. He's on bike number 5 is Rajkumar. He had started way back on the grid as well today. Remember an incident between Rajkumar and Sudhir Sudhakar yesterday had forced those two to start this race right from the back of the grid. So he's moved up a few positions. He's moved up into the top 10. So he's climbed at least 11 places today as Rajkumar, and the race is still on.
Absolutely. Started at P21, did Rajkumar, and now he's in the top 10. So that shows you how well he's done. That is bike number 18, Joring Varisa, the lad who finished second yesterday. He'll be looking to catch up with Brian Nicholas very, very quickly. Wasn't very happy with a second place finish, but well, there's that battle between bike number 5, and that's Rajkumar.
And Rajkumar's really putting the pedal on here, pressurizing Anish Sampson. And Anish has been overtaken. So Rajkumar now has moved up ahead, another position ahead. He's now running 8th in the race overall. And if you're just looking at the pros, well then he's currently 6th, because the only other amateurs ahead of him are Joring Varisa and Brian Nicholas. So in the pros category, he's currently running 6th, overall 8th in the race. But this is, of course, just got sight of bike number 16 and now bike number 18. 18 is Joring, 16 was Brian, and at the moment I get a feeling that Rajkumar is looking to reel in Joring Varisa as well. He wants to get past him, just needs to get close enough to get a hint of slipstream before he can just slide past.
I think he'll try that very, very quickly. There is Anish Damodar Shetty, bike number 2, just getting ahead of the back markers here.
Yeah,
and very quickly, I think he's built up a laps lead against the amateur who was right there at the very end.
Yes, Soham Kane was the biker. He's just lapped at the moment. Soham, remember, is one of the amateurs on the track. It's never easy as the race leader, especially when you're lapping one of the amateurs. But he's going to take the checkered flag. Will Anish Damodar Shetty, what a fantastic race win for him. Kayan Zubin Patel comes in second, but this has been a spectacular race for the man who's come up trumps, his second win of the race weekend.
So it is Anish Shetty who takes the win. It is Kayan Zubin Patel who remains second. Similar result from yesterday. And Navneet Kumar, who has yesterday mid-race, starting at P20, takes the third place on the podium. It is the defending champion who's gotten 17 positions up and made it third in the pro category. Celebrations have begun for Anish and Kayan at bike number 3. Kayan Zubin Patel there, delighted with a second place finish. And bike number 2, Anish Damodar Shetty, has made a habit of climbing at the top of that podium. Another race win on the opening round of the 28th JK Tyre FMSCI National Racing Championship in the Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup for Anish Damodar Shetty. Navneet Kumar finishing third, and in the amateurs it's Brian Nicholas who takes top honours, followed by Joring Varisa and Kabir Sahoj taking the third place in the amateurs category. Brilliant stuff from all the racers. It is, remember, it's a Pro-Am category race. We got half professionals, half amateurs, and I think some of the amateurs have done themselves proud. I think Ari will be very, very happy with the kind of performance some of these amateurs have put in particular Brian Nicholas, Joring Varisa, and today now Kabir Sahoj, the lad from Vadodara, taking the third position as far as the amateurs category is concerned. Business as usual for Anish Damodar Shetty. Another race win in the pocket, and another second place finish for Kayan Zubin Patel. Ashish Patel, who finished third yesterday, has dropped down to fourth. So as far as the pro category is concerned, there are your winners. It's bike number 2, Anish Damodar Shetty, winning the race. Bike number 3, Kayan Zubin Patel, coming in second. And bike number 1, Navneet Kumar, taking third position in the pro category. And as far as the amateurs are concerned, Brian Nicholas takes first, Joring Varisa coming in second, and Kabir Suhoch taking third position. So there's the confirmation on your screens for the professional category. Anish Shetty followed by Kyle Zubin Patel, and defending champion Navneet Kumar finds himself on the podium after missing out yesterday. Unlucky for Pradeep C, as he had that little incident. He could not finish the race, and so did Amal VP. Although no crashes, no serious crashes happened and took place, but still they would have loved to finish the race, get a few points under the belt and try and move up. You can see in the background Kyle Zubin Patel giving a high five and a handshake, having a handshake with Anish Damodar Shetty, the race winner. Very calmly there, you can see in the top left. Now he's gotten up, coming right next to Raman. Very relaxed after that race win, and that shows the fitness levels that Raman was talking about. He knows he has to keep enough in the tank because there's another race in this category later in the day. Moving over to near the weighbridge, where we've got Raman Bhanot there lining up to speak to the race winners.
Two out of two this race weekend for Anish Damodar Shetty. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How did the race go? Just talk us through what happened.
I started from first, and I pretty much led the race. After a couple of laps, I saw that only me and Kayan were together, and there was quite some gap behind us. Then we eased off. The weekend is not over yet. We have one more race to go, so I need to save up the tires for that.
Well, all the best.
Yeah, thank you.
He's got the fitness, he's got the focus, and he's notched up another race win. Let's talk to Kyan Zubin. Kyan, you did put some pressure on Anish, but in the end, second place once again.
Yeah, so it's a P2 again. Really well fought race right now, because unfortunately I had a very bad arm pump where my hand was hurting a lot by the last two laps. But it's okay, this is a part and parcel of racing. It went well. At least there was not a 10-second or 8-second gap between me and him. This time it was till the end. Yeah, well, the last lap made a gap, but it's okay. It was not that far also. Thanks a lot to Royal Enfield for giving such beautiful bikes to all of us. And I would like to thank my parents, my uncles, my friends, my girlfriend, and especially a big thanks to Remoto. They have sponsored me this suit this season, and it's an amazing suit. Thanks a lot to Remoto. Thank you.
There'll be many more opportunities, I'm sure of that, for you to thank all your sponsors and everyone who's supported your journey, because you're doing really well this season. Congratulations. That's, of course, Kyan Patel. Let's talk to Navneet. He's had a fantastic run. Navneet, you gained 13 places, started off on P20, fought your way up the grid and went on to finish third.
Yeah, yesterday I did a blunder. Without any warning, the front just washed out. I had zero chance of saving it, and I hurt my finger so bad. But yeah, this is racing. We are ready for it, and I'm happy about the third place. Could have been better, but this is the safest way, I feel, safe for my body as well and the bike. So let's push for race 3, and we can get the maximum out of it.
You've done a fantastic job today. You've shown the fighting spirit. Go well for the remainder.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
This is creditable. Starting off with P20 with an injury, despite not having a great day one, he's fought his way back to the podium. Let's talk about the amateurs, where once again, Brian's had a good run. There was a battle between you and Joring. Joring for a bit was challenging you, maybe just went up for a bit, but then you fought back.
Yes, good thing you noticed everything out. Thanks to you. Initially he made a move, and I was quite surprised by that. So he was very good at the start, because he has almost 10 to 8 race starts ahead of me. He has experience of that, and last year they were riding here, so I feel like I'm a wild card and I don't belong here, because this is the first time I'm racing, and these guys know how to do, when to do, what to do. I'm just like copying the top guy, mostly the Anish or someone, and getting my way along.
I'll tell you what, a lot of times the wild card is the one that people aren't prepared for, and you're showing us that with 2 wins in the amateur category. Very well done, Brian, and keep doing what you've been doing.
Sure thing.
Super run by Brian Nicholas. Let's have a quick chat now with Joring. Joring, you had your moments in this race. There was a time when you'd gone ahead of Brian, but what happened?
Like my start was good, and then Like once he overtook me, and then when I was pushing a lot, so I had a hand pump, so I couldn't push like I did yesterday. So.
Anything that you'd like to do differently with the way the race started and ended?
I would just have like drink water and then achieve hand pumps again.
Right. Congratulations on a second place finish once again. Good job done. Let's talk to the lad from Vadodara. He is 40.
And today,
Well, the lad from Vadodara, that's what it says on the starting sheet. Kabir Sahoch is here with us. He's finished third in the amateur category. Just talk us through your race, Kabir.
Yesterday, I was pretty disappointed because I started from the back, but somehow I managed to finish in the P14 and I got a good start today. Overtook some guys and made some mistakes too, so I got overtaken by the pros, but I'm happy to finish in the third spot. So let's hope for the best for the next race.
When you're talking about matching the pros, when you look at the overall standings, you've actually finished ahead of a lot of pros, so you've done a lot of things right.
Maybe I'm not aware of that, so I'll have to go back and watch what did I do and correct my mistakes which I did in this race.
Well, love it when a rider says, I've made some mistakes, I'd love to learn, but what you've done today has got your third spot in the amateur category. Well done.
Thank you so much.
There you have it, the 3 podium finishers in the pro and the amateur category. I'll throw it back to Karthik here in the commentary box. We'll take a look at the race highlights as well. And don't forget, we've got more racing action still to come right here from the Curry Motor Speedway.
Some more racing action coming your way shortly, but before that, very quickly, we'll take you through the highlights of the race that has just concluded. It was an exciting race, starting from P1 there. Was